All right, here we go. Just a moment. Let's get this going too. All right, welcome to the March Madness pregame show. This is Austin 2001, and I just want to welcome to everyone to the pregame show of March Madness. And I also like to start digging in and start telling you all the the teams that made it, and um, figure out when was the last time they ever been into the March Madness, if this is their first, or how long, when was the last time, how long they reached it, when was the how far they gotten since this year. It's always interesting this time of year when we get into March Madness. And also I like to start out. Let's start out with um, going into this section each school. Last year UConn won their March Madness against San Diego State. Also tonight is the first final of the first half. The second half is tomorrow. But first, I want to get into which teams had not um, have not been into the March Madness since this time. I'm going to load up the bracket and show you it, and we'll go from there. I'm just going to minimize that and go start doing. So I'm going to go each team of the bracket. Um, Figure out what. Sorry, guys. But I kind of wanted to feel appropriate doing this, so it's always fun to watch. Always fun to see. Here we go. This is a good one. So this is Seston. I want to talk about Seston. Um, um, Seston, if I'm pronouncing that right. Um, we were just talking about it. Seston basketball has not been into the um, March Madness since 1971, and they won the Atlantic Sun the ever first conference tournament championship. This team right here has not won since this is their first conference tournament they ever won, and then this will be their first NCAA playoff tournament appearance since 1971. The furthest they got it was in 1970 when they went to the Elite Eight, and this is in DeLand, Florida. Very interesting team. Over 5 decades have not been into the March Madness for over 5 decades. That is something. Um, and then so let's talk about Florida Atlantic and Northwestern next. So Florida. So I'm gonna go back to this and go to Florida Atlantic Owls men's. They've been to the Final Four. Last year was their first Final Four in 2023, and this last year was their first tournament appearance, and they won Conference USA last year, and this will be that will be their first. So they're coming. This will be their third appearance for NCAA tournament. So I want to go back to UConn. I know that even though they won their first um, excuse me, their championship. Um, um, this will be their look how many appearances they've been, and then this will be they won there last year, so let's go to Northwestern basketball. Wow, this is good. Last year was their first appearance since 5 years, and then this is the furthest they gotten was 2017 and 2023. Would that change? Change? We'll have to find out. They had not won they have never won a champion ship. So this is in Evanston, Illinois. So I'm gonna go San Diego State. Of course, they won. They were in the Final Four last year, ended up losing. And then let's go to UAB. Let's see what they had to say. UAB basketball. So UAB basketball. They've been into the tournament since 2022. The last appearance, the furthest they got in was Elite A, and this is in Birmingham, Alabama, where I used to live in. So this is the furthest they got in. They had not been, would this be their first Final Four? We'll just have to see. Just have to see. And this is the furthest they got in years ago was in Sweet 16. The last time they've been in Sweet 16 was 2004. Same year when OSU got into the Final Four when A.D. Sutton was the coach at that time. So this will be their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the seventh appearance as the March Madness. I'm gonna go back. Let's go to Auburn and Yale. I want to see. I'm curious about Yale. So they won their 2024 their 2024 tournament since 2022. The furthest they have not been to Elite Eight since 1949. This is the furthest they gotten. This is in New Haven in Connecticut. I know Auburn. Let's go to Auburn. My supervisor's team. They've been to the Final Four in 2019. This will be. They won their tournament in 2024. That was last time they won it was 2019. And they're really a good team. Good team. I want to go to. Let's go to BYU. Let's go to BYU. Well, BYU has not been to Elite Eight since 1981. This will be their first appearance since 2021. As this is their first time to be in the Big 12 conference, first year in the Big 12 conference. So they had not won a tournament, a March Madness. They had not been to the Final Four yet. We'll just have to see. Let's go to DeQuincy. I'm curious about DeQuincy. That is a new team that I never see. Very DeQuincy basketball. Let's go. Let's go see what this is. Um, I'm curious. This okay. Wow. This will be their first appearance in NCAA tournament since 1977. Almost 5 decades they had not been to the March Madness. March Madness, and their last time they've been to the Final Four was 1940. The last time they've been to the Elite Eight was 1952, and the Sweet 16 is since 1969. And then this will be their first appearance, and they won their first tournament since 1977. So this will be a interesting to watch. So let's go to Morehead State. Morehead State has been, this will be their first championship they've been. They had not been to Sweet 16. This is the furthest they got in was 1961, and then they made it to round two in 2011. That's quite a history for that team, and it's in Kentucky. Wow. I always like to see different all these different college teams to go in it. It's just like it's always interesting to watch. But let's go the Drake University, Drake basketball. See what kind of history they got it are in. Drake has been to the tournament last year. They won back-to-back tournaments, and the furthest they got in was 1969 when they got into the Final Four, the Elite Eight, 1971, Sweet 16 in 1971, and they were going back-to-back at March Madness. So very interested to see. And they face Washington State. I'm curious about Washington. Wow, will be their first appearance since 2008. Um, they were runner up since 1941. They've been to the Final Four in 1941. They've been at the Elite Eight. They won the Sweet 16, the first Sweet 16, 2008, and they have been to the tournament round 32 since 2008. So this will be their first tournament appearance since 2008, 15 years ago. Let's go to South Dakota. I'm gonna type in this way. Actually, let me just do this. South Dakota State Jackrabbits. They won their tournaments since 2022. They won in 2024. This year, um, this will be their first appearance since 2022, and they were runner ups, and they were they won the NCAA tournament since 1963, Division um, Two, or whatever that means, in the Division One. I guess there were both divisions, and I don't know, that it blows my mind on that on that part. So I don't know, that's kind of weird. And it's in Brooklyn, South Dakota. Let's go to Iowa State, part of the Big 12. And they won their championships. This is their first championship they won in tournament, conference tournament, excuse me. Won it in 2024 since 2019. They have been to the Final Four since 1944, Elite 8, 2000, and the Sweet 16 in 2022. And this will be their first appearance for Iowa State. Let's go to Houston basketball. And they have been to the NCAA tournaments for 4 straight years, and they were runners up in 1984. So they've been to the national championship. They lost to that year in 1984, and they've been to the Final Four since 2020. Had not been to the Final Four since 2021. They were Elite Eight, and they lost. They won. They were a Sweet 16 for the last time they were in it. So no surprise there. So that'll be interesting to watch. And let's go to Longwood. Let's go. Let's see what Longwood um, basketball. See what that's about. Okay, so this is the division. And this is very interesting. There were Division threes. I don't understand the whole concept of the divisions. Okay, so this will be their first appearance, second appearance in Division One, and then they have not been any. They've been into round 32 in different divisions. So interesting to see. It's in Fayetteville, Virginia. Let's check out Nebraska. Nebraska first tournament appearance since 2014, 10 years ago. So they not that's really good. I'm surprised they got into it in there. Texas A&M. Let's go to Texas A&M. They've been into the tournament last year. And the furthest they got was Sweet 16 in 2018. So it's been a while. Let's go to James Madison basketball. Wow, this will be the first 11. This first appearance since 2013, in yeah, first appearance. They won their conference tournament champion. This is their first one since 2013. The first they got it was in 1983, and for in round 32. Um, it'll be something to watch. I always like seeing all these different teams, and like I said, I can't help it. I like to go through all of them and talk about it, and this is something new that I would like to do, and share all of you and all of you. But in the meantime, let's go to let's check out Wisconsin men's basketball. So this is their first appearance since 2022, and they were in the NCAA tournament since 1941. They have not been to the they have not won since over 8 decades ago, and they were runners up in 2015, and that was the last time they've been, and this will be they're they missed out in 2023, so that'll be something to watch. Let's check out Vermont. They'll be playing Duke. We were talking about it at my work. A coworker of mine. I mean, they've been to the tournament for 3 in a row, and the first they got in was in 2005. So it'll be a game to watch against Duke. Duke, I'm not that surprised, and let's go to North Carolina State against Texas Tech. First of all, let's go to North. Let me type in North Carolina State basketball. If I said that right. Oh, just NC State. Oh, just NC State men's basketball. The Wolf Pack. They've been in the tournament. They won their tournament. This is interesting right here. They won their first tournament since 1987 and 2024. That's really that is really interesting. That's been almost a little over 3 decades ago. They had not won the their tournament since 1987, and the furthest they got in was they were the championships since 1983. That's been over a decade, 3 decades ago, and then the last time they hadn't gotten far was in 2015 in the Sweet 16. So that would be a game to watch against Texas Tech. I want to see what Texas Tech. Let's check out Texas Tech. I mean, they want. Okay, so Texas Tech. This will be the first appearance since 2022. They were runners up in 2019, 5 years ago, and it'll be a thing to watch. It's in Lubbock, Texas. Oakland in Kentucky. I'm curious about Oakland. I want to see how when was the last time they were um in the playoffs. Wow. So this will be their first appearance since 2011, and they were a Division Two in 1997, the Sweet 16. So that's another division. Okay, and they won their first championship since 2011 when it was now the Horizon League. Interesting. And I want to go to let's check out Florida. It's been a while. It feels like it's been a while. They have not been to the. Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like it's been a while for them. I typed in it wrong. Sorry, guys. So it's been 3 years of they have not been to the tournament. Well, there were back to back tournaments. I forgot about all about that. Do you remember that one year in 2007 when in Ohio it was Ohio State. This is a this is I want talked about it. I want to talk about history about this. So in 2007, back in when they played football, it was Ohio State and Ohio State Buckeyes versus the Florida Gators, and they ended up winning in basketball, and they did it again in the tournament in March Madness, which it was Ohio State versus Florida, and Florida ended up winning that was a coincidence right there. But that being said, they had not been to the Final Four. They were runners up in 2000. They had not been to the Final Four since 2014. And then the furthest they got in back in this was 2021, but they had not been back since 2014 for the Final Four. Finally, let's get into McCrae and Western KY. I see, like I said, I'm always curious to see how different teams comes up. See, oh wow, they have not won the tournament since 1977. They have been 3 years in a row conference tournament. Tournament appearance. They won their last year of champions, and they were regular season champions since 2023. Let's go to KY Western basketball. Western Kentucky basketball is what it is. And they won their first tournament champion since two conference champion since 2013, and they have not been to the Final Four since 1971. And then this will be their first tournament appearance since 2013. And then this is the furthest they got in back in in the days. So let's talk about the first four. Tonight is Boise State, Colorado, and Montana State and Grambling. I want to get into Boise State first. That is on the list. They've been to the. Now wait a minute. I'm curious. So they've been 3 years in a row. Not much there. Let's check out Colorado. It was soon to be next year. It was soon to fall into Big 12 again. They returned to the Big 12, which that's exciting for them. They have not been to the Final Four since 1955. The furthest they got, the last time they've been to the Elite Eight since 1963. The Sweet 16, 1969, and it's been a while for them. And then this will be their first tournament appearance since 2021. Now Montana State. Now I'm curious about that. Let me see what that's all about. Sorry. They won back-to-back tournaments at conference. They had not been to the Sweet 16 since 1951. So hopefully that would change. So not much on that one. Let's go to Grambling basketball. Yeah. This is their first tournament they won, conference tournament won in 2024 ever, and their very first one. And then this will be their first appearance since 1976. They were Elite Eight in 1958. They have not won a Sweet 16 since 1976, and they've been round 32 since 1976. So this has been almost 5 decades. They had not been back to the tournament. It'd be very interesting to watch. Let's check out Virginia. Virginia has won in 2019, and they have not been back. They've been here since 2023, 2024. So it's been 5 years. They have not won the tournament since in the 2019. And then let's check out Colorado. Colorado State basketball. And this will be their first appearance. They had not been to the Elite Eight since 1969. And this is my father-in-law's college that he went to. And let's go to Howard basketball. They won the back-to-back conference tournaments, and then they've been to 4 tournaments. So and it's in Washington D.C. Winter basketball. Let's go to that one. Wow, they won their tournament since 2003, and then since 2003, and this will be their first appearance since 2003. The Wagner Seahawks, State Island, New York is where it's located at. That'll be a thing to watch. I always like seeing these things that had not been this out so long. And they were the regular season in 2021. They never got invited to the tournament. I don't know how they missed out on that one. And let's check out Grand Canyon. We were just talking. Another thing I was talking about that on my lunch break at work, the Grand Canyon basketball. I would never guess. Grand Canyon University. Okay, they've been to the tournament appearance since 2023, and they won back-to-back tournament conference tournaments. And let's check out St. Mary's basketball. They've been to the tournaments 3 years in a row. They were the conference tournament championship. They won their first tournament since 2019. The first they got was the Elite Eight. They had not been in the Sweet 16 since 2010, and they got to round 32 last year. So that'll be a thing to see. Then you got Charleston's basketball. And they won back-to-back conference tournament championships. The first they going to the tournament again. This is the first they got it. It was in 1997. And then let's check out Colgate. Oh, they won back-to-back 3 years in a row. No, 4 years in a row for a tournament. They must be really good. And they're in the Patriot League, and this will be their 4 years appearance in the row. Very interesting to watch. They had not been. This is the first they gotten. let's check out Nevada basketball. Again, I thought I'd do something really new. Um, so that they've been into the tournament last year, and the first they got in is the Sweet 16. Gotta go to Dayton basketball. Been 8 years since they had not been to the tournament. Now, they were runners up in 1967, so they've been to the Nationals and ended up losing. So that will be a thing to watch. So, um, I'm gonna stop here. Well, and I can't wait to let's talk about the first four. Who you think is going to win it? Was it is it let me know. I want to hear your comments, hear your thoughts about it for the first four. Who you think is going to win? Boise State or Colorado or Montana State or Gambling or Virginia or Colorado State or Howard or Rayner. This will be interesting. This 4 teams will be interesting to watch. Also, I just want to talk about about the NIT. OU Oklahoma Sooners got invited, but they declined going to it. Which I don't quite understand that. And they did not make it to the tournament, which I'm kind of shocked and surprised about that. And it would be, I thought they were gonna get it, but yeah, it will be a interesting to watch. It's I can't wait to see it, and tomorrow I'm gonna do my bracket, and maybe I'll do another round of it. Talk to you guys another all about it and who you think is going to win it all, or anyway. I I enjoyed this. I thought I did, like I said, I thought I did something really exciting for both channels. My Facebook Live and my YouTube Live, and talked about all the exciting of March Madness. When was the last time they've been into the playoffs, and this year, it's always interesting to see that, and it's very exciting. Well, I had a great time. I'm going to end this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and follow me on YouTube, follow me on Facebook, and follow me on Twitter, Discord, and TikTok, and Instagram. And so, but I'm going to enjoy myself. This is my Friday, and I'm off the next 2 days, so I'm happy about that. So, all right, have a good day. I'll see you at